Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
At Doppler 11 radar, a line of snow showers moving through, causing very slick conditions for a large part of our viewing area. This is a look about an hour ago along the Parkway North. I was in that. Visibility was very low. A coating of snow on the highway.
Yeah, you said it was a mess out there. And a live look now from one of our PennDOT cameras on the Parkway West. And you can see the highway is clear right now. We've been seeing bands of lake effect snow, so the heavy snow can be really hit and miss out there.
Yeah, traffic, again, it was at a crawl in the North Hills when I came into the station this morning. We've got a winter weather advisory for some counties, and it's not just snow we have to deal with, but bitter wind chills as well. Yeah,
meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking it all for us in Severe Weather Center 11. Danielle.
Yeah, so we have these scattered snow showers. They are heavy in intensity, and when you get under one of those heavier snow showers, that visibility will be reduced below 1 mile, and I'll show you that in just a second. First, I want to start with Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, where those heavier snow showers are occurring. Notice those brighter white shaded colors. That's where the snow is coming down heavy right now, and I've got it into motion. These lake effect snow bands, they come in from the northwest and the southeast because it's fetching moisture off of Lake Erie, and with that wind direction out of the northwest, we're seeing these streamers coming in from that direction. So some heavier snow showers here just south of the Penn Hills area, just north of Ross, taking you up here into Beaver and Butler counties. You're going to notice some of that heavier snow just north and northeast of the Beaver area and Beaver Falls. Near Cranberry points to the north, brighter white shaded colors. That's where we indicate that heavy snow, and we will continue to track this through the afternoon. Visibility-wise, we're looking at 2 miles in Greensburg, just a 3rd mile visibility right now in Indiana, and a 3-mile visibility in Beaver. So do expect that to be an issue when you are out and about for the day today. I am tracking those very cold temperatures as well as the wind chills, and I'm going to let you know how much more snow I think we're going to see for the rest of the day, all coming up in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast.
No major crashes due to weather have been reported, but Channel 11 traffic anchor Tricia Pittman is seeing some slow spots out there. Tricia?
Yeah, definitely throughout the morning we've had some issues. We had that closure of the Parkway West that we're going to have more information on out in the area of Robinson. You can still see one vehicle that was involved in that still off to the side of the road. Traffic still very heavy and slow both directions around the area of 2230, although moving in all lanes once again. If you're coming into the city along 28, we're dealing with wet roads. Keep in mind, elevated areas still could be a little slick right now with temperatures below freezing. You could see some issues on untreated surfaces, but for the most part, roads have been treated throughout the morning and afternoon. Coming inbound right now along the Parkway East just before the tunnel, tapping the brakes. Same deal in the outbound direction. Overall, as you can see from our big picture, we are in pretty decent shape, not finding any significant delays. Drive times are elevated on the Parkway West. Again, earlier there was an issue out around 2230. All lanes open, everything is moving, but still finding some slow-going traffic.
All right, thanks, Tricia. Road crews ready to work overtime if the snow starts adding up. PennDOT has 65 crews on the roads. They said they were ready to work 12-hour shifts. The Allegheny County Public Works Department is keeping a close eye on weather conditions. They sent out 18 trucks overnight to salt county-owned roads and bridges. More drivers will be added and shifts will be extended if needed. If weather's happening in your neighborhood, you can help us out and help us tell the story. Send your pictures using the hashtag WPXIStorm on our social media platforms, and remember, always take them safely.
And we just found out that an accident on the Parkway West had nothing to do with the weather.
And this was the one Tricia was just talking about. A car carrier drove into a tight spot. Channel 11's Aaron Martin joins us live on the Parkway to explain what happened out there. Aaron?
And Gordon, Peggy, as you mentioned, really not a weather issue, but definitely a significant one that was a real headache to drivers. We're going to show you what that looked like in a second, but first, here's what it looks like along the Parkway West. You could see that bridge right there. That is where all the issues occurred. Had the outbound traffic closed down here in Robinson Township for about 45 minutes and caused a lot of headaches. As you mentioned, a car carrier hit that bridge coming out. And take a look at the aftermath. We just got this picture within the last 10 minutes or so. You could see a vehicle that was knocked off that car carrier carrier blocking the lanes, the debris that it caused. We do know that PennDOT had sent out some crews to inspect the bridge to make sure it was safe. After they did so, that's when it reopened. Take a look at another pic. As you can see, there was a significant backup. We're talking all the way back to Roslyn Farms, which is about 4 to 5 miles back from where we are right now. The good news is traffic has very much been picking up over the last half hour or so. It appears to be pretty much back to normal at this point. I did talk to state police. They tell me that this wasn't even a situation where there was any sort of report because it was a one-vehicle accident. They don't believe weather was related, and they are continuing to move forward and process that scene as it is now clear. And again, traffic is back open, which of course is very good news for drivers, particularly anybody who may be headed to the airport. For now, we're live in Robinson Township. Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks so much, Aaron. Breaking news now in the trial of a man accused of killing a local police officer. Closing arguments have just wrapped up. Ramel Holt is accused of killing New Kensington officer Brian Shaw 2 years ago. Both the prosecution and the defense rested this morning. Holt waived his right to testify, and closing arguments finished in just the last half hour. We told you Friday when a defense expert testified that there are no fingerprints or DNA linking Holt to the crime scene. This trial's moving very quickly, and Channel 11 will be in court this afternoon to bring you all of the new developments on Channel 11 News and our WPXI app. Tune in to Channel 11 at 5 for live updates.
Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto just released his budget proposal for next year. There's a focus on major changes to public safety, and there is no tax hike. Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live with a breakdown of the mayor's plan. Mike?
Gordon, City of Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto just laid out that plan within the last hour to hour and a half. We actually just walked out of the city-county building to file this report. He said this plan will benefit everyone in the city. He said he is looking forward to these changes, and he says these changes are for the greater good of the people of the Steel City. So let me walk you through what we know right now. As we mentioned, he had that address in front of City Council and his fellow constituents. He outlined his operating and capital budgets totaling at $608 million. The extremely detailed budget includes no tax increases and a strong focus on financial stability. Mayor Peduto broke down how he plans to invest $600 million in facilities and infrastructure. And in the new year, you'll notice a large focus on improving and resurfacing city streets, including beloved spaces like Grandview Avenue and Mount Washington. He also highlighted the need to better fund public safety. That includes updating buildings and improving community relations. Down the line, he says 3 substations will be added in Homewood, downtown, and the South Side, all in an effort to curb crime. And he says the late Officer Calvin Hall will forever be the prime example of why we need them and how well they can work.
In his short time in Northview Heights, Officer Hall got to know the people who lived there. He got to know the children. The facility itself is state-of-the-art. They have everything that you would expect out of a major zone, but right to that local level. I think we will recruit officers who want to work with the homeless, who want to work with those that are suffering from addiction.
And council will officially start budget hearings next Wednesday, and then they'll take a final vote mid-December. We'll be tracking all of the developments, but that's not the end of this story, because coming up on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight, we're taking a closer look at public safety, including potentially adding a brand new zone, Zone 7, the full breakdown and the impact on you, starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live downtown, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
New at noon, a Pennsylvania woman and her 2 children who disappeared last night have been found safe. Alicia Brumbaugh and her kids were spotted this morning in White Township, Indiana County. They went missing last night right after Alicia made a frantic phone call to a family member. State police were concerned that they might be in danger, but again, they've been found. Alicia's father-in-law, Edgar Decker, was with them. He was wanted by state police for a theft in June, and he is now in custody.
Students at Pitt are on high alert after someone tried to rob a popular bagel shop. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has new information on the campus alert.
Students got an alert on their phones about this scary situation reported at this popular bagel eatery located right in the middle of this busy stretch of businesses. It's on a busy block near Pitt's campus on Forbes Avenue, and yet police say that didn't stop someone from trying to rob this Brugger's Bagels and during the daytime. Pitt and city officers got the call around 4:30 Monday afternoon. The victims told them the suspect came in with a hand in his pocket as if having a gun. The would-be crook demanded they open the register and give him money, but when the victims tried to and couldn't, he ran out toward Atwood Street. Pitt students got the crime alert and say it's scary.
And then I read it, I was like, oh no, and especially because that's so close to campus. All the student buildings are right down the street, so I don't know, it's very intimidating, to me at least.
No comment from the business, but you will hear more from students in a report coming up at 5, and more on how this comes just a few weeks after another business was robbed, Locktown. For now, in Oakland, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
A Greensburg man is behind bars after police say he took aim at his neighbors' homes. According to the Trib, Joshua Dowell Miller shot at 2 neighboring homes Friday from the attic of his apartment along Harrison Avenue. You can see some of the damage he left behind. One of the victims called police saying 3 rounds had been fired into his home. A man who lives below the suspect told us he can't understand why this happened.
We cooked out together. He was just your average father. I mean, he has 2 beautiful kids and a wife.
No one was hurt, and so far, no word on a motive.
A McKeesport man is recovering after being mauled by pit bulls. He was attacked Sunday on Dale Street. The victim told his neighbors he was walking when the dogs came out of nowhere. He tried to fight them off with a stick.
He's glad it was him and not some little kid or some elderly lady, because there's a bunch of little kids that walk up and down this street all day. Channel 11 found the people who are taking care of the dogs, and a woman told us off camera that they are still at her house and she has not had contact with police. We reached out to police about the investigation, and we'll let you know when we hear back.
Former President Jimmy Carter is recovering after he had surgery this morning. The procedure was meant to relieve pressure on his brain that was caused by several recent falls. The Carter Center says the surgery went well, and President Carter will stay in the hospital for observation.
Amazon isn't wasting time looking for more space in the Pittsburgh region. Sources tell our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times the company wants to add a facility to help meet its delivery demands. Sources say Amazon is close to making a deal in a new space right along the Parkway West. And it's not too far from the new fulfillment center in Imperial. Crews broke ground on that warehouse last month. This is Amazon's 11th fulfillment center in the state and the first in Pittsburgh.
From dogs and cats to puppies, even chickens, local shelters are overwhelmed with animals. Hundreds of those coming from hoarding situations. Why are areas seeing more cases than before?
You can't discriminate solely on the basis of being a medical marijuana patient.
But a local man says that's what happened to him. The actions he's taking against a local company after he failed a drug test.
Plus, I'll have a live updates with Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, where that heaviest snow is falling and how much more we're expected to see today.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
TV.
I think we should have a celebration.
Feast your eyes on Thanksgiving-themed episodes.
Sunday starting at 5 on MeTV. Find MeTV on Comcast 190, 207, or 1169, and on these and other providers. Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Developing this afternoon, a truck is stuck in a hole in Wilkinsburg. That truck is from the Wilkinsburg-Penn Joint Water Authority. See it there. We have a crew on the scene and have calls into the agency to find out what is being done to free the vehicle.
A man is suing a company that pulled a job offer after he failed a drug test. Here's the thing. He has a medical marijuana card. It's one of the first lawsuits of its kind in Allegheny County, and Channel 11's Joe Arena sat down with legal experts on all sides of the issue.
Attorney Christine Elzer is working on a case that's a first for her, but one she says will not be her last. Her client, Derek Zell, was denied a job he'd been offered because he tested positive for THC, even though he's authorized to use medical marijuana. Elzer says her client should have felt confident in taking the required drug test. But sure enough, after the company Zell was seeking employment from saw the results, Universal Electric Corporation in Canonsburg sent him this letter saying, "This is to inform you that the job offer we made you on August 26, 2019 for the position of supplier quality engineer is no longer available."
Pennsylvania law that was passed in 2016 is clear that an employer in Pennsylvania may not refuse to hire or discharge an employee based on their status as a medical marijuana user.
But it may not be that cut and dry. Some employment attorneys say this situation is a consequence of state law versus federal law.
I think employers often rely on federal law.
Employment attorney Gene Novak says employers can get around hiring medical marijuana users because federal law classifies marijuana as a Schedule I substance. Novak says there's a provision in the Pennsylvania law that says nothing in the Medical Marijuana Act requires the employer to violate federal law.
I think many employers look at that and say, well, then I don't have to have registered patients working for me.
Joe Arena, Channel 11 News.
We also reached out to the attorney for Universal Electric Corporation, but have not yet heard back.
State police say a Butler County woman was scammed out of more than $1,000 in a Walmart gift card scheme. She got a Facebook message. It appeared to come from a friend about an opportunity to make $80,000. The Washington Township woman was told if she bought $1,300 in Walmart gift cards, she would get the money the next day. Of course, she never got the money, and that Facebook friend says she never messaged the victim. Police are investigating. With this cold spell, don't forget to bring your small pets inside, or any pets inside. This small dog was found in North Braddock, close to death, emaciated, dehydrated, and suffering from hypothermia. Springdale-based Paws Across Pittsburgh is nursing him back to health, and they're looking for donations to help with his care.
Your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
Well, good afternoon. We start first with a picture coming in from Steve Ritchie. He's out in Franklin Park. He used the hashtag WPXI storm to send his picture in, and you can do the same. You can see a little bit of a coating, it looks like, on the grassy surfaces. So far today, as Tricia mentioned, the roads have been pretty good, and you may run into a few slick spots on those untreated surfaces and elevated surfaces, but for the most part, it's been heavy snow bands, and in those heavy snow bands, that visibility has been reduced significantly below 1 mile in spots. I showed you the visibility in just a few moments ago. You can see here on Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, I've got it zoomed in to where some of the heaviest snow is occurring. That's here across southern Butler County. Just had a pretty heavy burst go through Cranberry and out toward Adams Township, Evans City. That's going to continue to push down toward the south into northern Allegheny County, so heads up there. We have a winter weather advisory that is still in effect for the ridges as well as Lawrence County and points to the north and the areas in purple until 7 p.m. Travel impacts for the rest of the day today. We will still get in on scattered snow showers, heavy in intensity in spots. Watch for those slick spots in the untreated roads as well as the visibility. I think that's going to be one of the biggest concerns throughout the day today. Storm Tracker at 2:30 this afternoon. We're continuing to see those snow showers come in from the northwest, and yes, moderate to heavy in intensity, and really just depending on where they set up. Right now, we've been seeing the bulk of them kind of near and north of the Pittsburgh area and off to the east. And where those heavier snow bursts set up, you could get in on an additional about a ½ an inch to 1 inch of snow. And this is a look at 7:30 p.m. Still seeing some of those out there. So it's not out of the question to see some heavier bursts of snow for your afternoon or evening commute. That's something we're going to be tracking. Once the wind direction shifts closer to 11 p.m. or midnight, we're going to notice the snow showers tapering off. Really, by that point, it will not be as widespread. Overnight tonight, we're dry into your Wednesday, but boy, will it be cold. Our European weather model, which is the one that's been handling the snow really well with the forecast of 1 to 2 inches total, has been panning out. So an additional about a ½ an inch to 1 inch, maybe even a little bit higher in those heavier snow bands and also in the ridges, those winter weather advisory areas. But really, the snow and the cold, really the big story today. Look at the wind chills down in the teens as expected. It feels like only 15 right now. Check out the temperature tonight. This is not the wind chill. This is the air temperature getting down to 15 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. 16 in Beaver, 17 in Butler tonight. So when you head out the door for your Wednesday morning, you will need to layer up and have the big coats on. The good news is the winds will be lighter tomorrow, right around 3 to 8 miles per hour under a partly sunny sky. A temperature close to about 30 degrees. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. And you'll see how the temperatures trend over the next couple of days. Near 41 by Thursday, 40 Friday, and Saturday a little bit colder at 38. But right now your weekend is trending dry, with the better of the 2 days. Sunday mostly sunny and a high of 46. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll take a closer look at the wind forecast hour by hour for the rest of the day today. Show you some of those gusts out there, as well as what you can expect wind chill wise when you head out the door tomorrow.
Thanks, Danielle. Vaping-related illnesses continue to plague the country. The warning one local judge wants kids to hear.
Stores closing because of online shopping, but Kohl's is taking a different route. The one thing it has never done before, it is now doing to get you inside.
Hey, Pittsburgh, the holidays are just around the corner. It's okay. We have great deals on great gifts, even for that impossible to shop for person. All you have to do is text WPXI to 65,000 and you'll be the first to know.
Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
In the age of digital shopping, big box retailer Kohl's has decided to try a different strategy to woo holiday spenders this year. Competitors like Macy's, JCPenney, and Sears have closed a lot of stores, but Kohl's has leaned into its stores, the vast majority of which are not in the mall, even offering an Amazon return service to drive shoppers inside. Still, Kohl's knows it has to offer consumers a reason to buy after dropping off an Amazon return, so the department store is focusing on newness. There will be daily deals for the first time and free photos with Santa as the retailer urges gift givers to get started.
It's The Sims meets Monopoly, but the creators of this new online game hope it raises poverty awareness. Right now, 1.2 million Pennsylvania households are at or below the poverty line. They have trouble paying for basic needs. This new game is called Alice. It was created by students at Harrisburg University with the help of the United Way of Pennsylvania. The game tests your ability to survive on limited resources. The creators say you think you're winning, but then you wreck your car or a new bill shows up and it's game over.
Kind of like real life.
Perspective, yeah. Well, a thoughtful Jeopardy contestant nearly brought host Alex Trebek to tears.
And I watched this and it almost brought me to tears. He wrote a message to Trebek as his answer during the final Jeopardy round.
Groove, you're smiling. I like that. Let's take a look at your response. Did you come up with the right one? No? What is we love you out? That's very kind. Thank you. Cost you $19.95. You're left with $5. Okay. Let's go to Kyle Jones.
Oof, right before that message last night, Trebek had shared with them that he was re-entering treatment for pancreatic cancer, tweeting, "I could have tried to puzzle it together, but really just kept thinking about Alex, and I thought he should know." That's so nice. The hashtag "We Love You, Alex" is now trending.
It's very nice. From dogs, cats, and chickens, hundreds of animals have been pulled from homes.
We had officers leaving the house getting ill and throwing up.
Animal hoarding cases have happened throughout our region. 11 investigates what is being done to stop this from happening.
And a heavier burst of snow is headed for downtown Pittsburgh. I've got live updates, plus we're tracking the winds and what the temperature will feel like for the day today and tomorrow.
A four-legged officer is helping our community heal, visiting fellow officers, firefighters, and children in the hospital. This comfort dog is giving those who need it most a reason to smile.
We got to do a better job of taking care of each other.
Using the healing power of animals makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com.
11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County. And we are back with severe weather Team 11 coverage for you. Doppler 11 radar showing us snow showers in the area. And this is a look as snow was falling downtown this morning. Very low visibility there. You can expect some side streets around the city to be slick. And we've been seeing bands of lake effect snow, so it can really be kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, and it's not just the snow we have to deal with, but the bitter wind chills as well. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking it all in Severe Weather Center 11.
We have some heavier snow coming in Pittsburgh right now. I just checked the radar, so I want to let everybody know where we're finding some of those heavier snow bands and where you're going to run into that visibility that could be reduced below 1 mile. We've seen it as low as about a third mile in Indiana already here at the noon hour. Let's take a look, and I'm going to zoom in here. The areas in white, especially coming into Pittsburgh right now. It's right over McKees Rocks. It's coming in from the northwest, so right there, that brighter white shaded color heads up for Pittsburgh. Here's Oakmont. We've got a heavier snow band coming in there. We also have heavier snow through southern Butler County that continues to push into far northern Allegheny County. And then here around the Beaver area, we've got those heavier snow bands. The winds are whipping. We're going to have occasional gusts to about 30 miles per hour today with sustained winds anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour and maybe even higher from 15 to 25, just really depending on location. But definitely a windy day today. The winds will begin to let up, but it won't be until later on tonight. So we're still dealing with strong winds through the evening commute. Wind chills right now are in the teens, and they are forecast to stay in the teens for the remainder of the day today. Watch what happens, though, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Air temperatures get into the mid-teens. The winds will be lighter, but because the air temperatures are so low, you're looking at the potential for some single-digit wind chills when you head out the door tomorrow morning. We'll take a closer look at what to expect in terms of the day on Wednesday when I see you back here in several minutes.
All right, thanks, Danielle. And this cold weather is blasting most of the country. In Illinois, a school bus was hit by another car while kids were on board. The bus was pushed off the road and onto its side in the winter conditions. Millions of people across the nation will be in freezing temperatures by tomorrow, and 50 million people are under winter warnings and advisories today. The Arctic blast is hitting from the East Coast to the deep south. Chicago is seeing conditions that typically they don't see, and it doesn't arrive until December or January.
We are definitely not ready for this. We don't have the shovels out, the kids' hats and gloves. It's been, this is crazy. What a surprise.
In Chicago, more than 1,200 flights were canceled yesterday. A flight from Toronto to Pittsburgh was canceled this morning as eastern Canada gets hit with snow.
Overwhelmed with animal hoarding cases in just this one home. 117 dogs were rescued. Dozens of them were puppies, some just a few days old. That house is in Ross Township, and it's now condemned. Just a small part of a much bigger story. Channel 11's Amy Hudak investigates this growing problem in our area and what rescuers say needs to be done to stop it from happening again.
Yes, I know.
You're still okay.
These are the faces of a secret epidemic.
You're going to be fine.
They're locked in cages, some without food, water, or the touch of a human. They're the voiceless victims of animal hoarding.
This is Whisks.
Whisks was one of 97 animals rescued from a Westmoreland County home in 2018.
As soon as we go in, I think we all look at each other and say, you've got to be kidding me.
Dina Perry and Andrea Palmer were on that call.
We had officers leaving the house getting ill and throwing up. They just pushed the feces and urine to the sides. I mean, it was just, the shovel was right there, and it, just like a snow shovel, you know, you would just slide it to the side.
19 months later, as the case crawls through the legal system,
He will sit in the back and he will rip his hair out.
the animals sit and suffer, unable to be adopted until the case is closed.
It's not living, you know, it really isn't.
It's not fair. Channel 11 has covered nearly a half a dozen animal hoarding cases in just the past few months. Perry and Palmer say the rate at which a hoarder relapses is extremely high. And that's what happened in one of the worst cases in state history. 117 dogs carried to safety from a Ross Township home. Their owner, a repeat offender.
You would think that this would never have a chance to happen again. This is a public failure.
These humane officers say hoarding rescues are on the rise, but not because there's more of them.
People are getting involved.
Neighbors are speaking up, fearing what could happen to the animals if they don't.
That would be considered torture to me. She was torturing 117 dogs by making them live that way.
Local shelters are overflowing with the number of hoarding rescues. Harry and Palmer say the court system needs to catch up with the demand.
So you're not allowed to own an animal for your probation time, but as soon as that probation's up, they're allowed.
They're now pushing for stricter penalties for hoarders who often never see jail time, even when animals die.
I would say mental evaluation.
I would
every
say
couple
as well.
months, every 6 months.
And maybe after the second time, you no longer are permitted to have animals. Everybody's learning. We are learning, the ADA's learning, the judges. I mean, it's all new.
While they fight for new standards, they rehabilitate the animals they saved.
A lot of tears, a lot of tears.
You know, you want them to live, you want them to move on, and that's really not our say. I mean, it's up to the judge in the end. But they all deserve a chance.
Humane officers say the owners of the dogs rescued from that home in Ross still have not been charged 2 months now after the rescue, showing just how slow the process goes with so many of these suffering animals.
A new report is looking at what's working in Pittsburgh public schools. A-Plus Schools released its annual report, which includes a closer look at 6 schools that are getting better than average results.
There are possibilities for better that exist in our own backyard that we should be looking to figure out how they're doing it and then change the trajectory of the schools where we know we're failing and where we know we need to be doing better.
Officials also talked about new web-based tools to help families explore their school options. There's new concern over a lack of school bus drivers. The problem has gotten so bad in Philadelphia, one bus contractor is offering $1,000 signing bonuses. Another is paying drivers to get trained. Statewide, we've lost 2,000 drivers in the last 5 years.
Helps wanted at Giant Eagle. The company is looking to fill more than 300 positions across the Pittsburgh area. They're holding an on-the-spot hiring event right now at several stores. It runs until 7 tonight, and we've posted all the information on our website at WPXI.com.
A number of people treated for vaping-related sickness is now upwards of 2,000 in 49 states, with 39 deaths. The majority of patients are young adults. A Bethel Park judge is getting involved. And Channel 11's Aaron Martin has more now on how the judge is challenging students to make the right decisions.
District Judge Ron Arnone's message to young people is simple.
I want them to be leaders, not followers.
It's a message he's delivering to hundreds of students at a time through his LEAD program, which stands for Leadership, Education, Accountability, and Direction. On this day, North Allegheny sophomores are his audience. The program tackles a wide variety of topics, from social media to the impact of opioids and marijuana use.
That's why part of the reason we're here, to help you put a stop to this.
But in the last few months, a new element has been added: vaping.
Who do you think that these companies are marketing to? Yeah, I know. It's almost kind of funny, isn't it?
Vaping is now connected to an outbreak of a unique illness impacting the lungs. The median age of those who become sick is just 24 years old.
But our message has been all along how dangerous it is and the fact that now it's actually killing kids.
It's a message Arnone delivers on stage and behind the bench.
And I've seen the principals or the SROs, the school police, bring kids in. They're charged with a violation of tobacco statute.
It also motivated him to include it in the LEAD program, where he speaks to different groups of students weekly.
I feel that it's an issue that we have to deal with.
North Allegheny students tell Channel 11 they're happy to see vaping discussed openly and honestly.
And just knowing what it can do and knowing like how it's marketed toward us is just like a good background information to have.
Information Arnone hopes will lead to better decisions and fewer students vaping. Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
A dog gets loose on a highway after the owner got into an accident.
And it was really a team effort saving that dog. How 20 drivers helped rescue the pup.
Have you asked your smartphone a question today? Now, a simple question like, where's the nearest pizza place, can put you in danger.
11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Fayette County.
If you ask your smart device like Alexa, Siri, or Google Assistant to look up a phone number and call it, you could be setting yourself up.
Channel 11's Rick Earl explains a new scam that is targeting people in our area.
Nordstrom Ross Park Mall's phone number. What are the hours at Target near me?
It's easy and a way many people find phone numbers and information.
What kind of businesses are you looking for?
But asking Siri or Alexa or Google for a phone number now comes with a warning. There's a chance the person on the other line could be a scammer.
I don't know what would happen if I placed the call that one was rerouted without my knowledge. That would be kind of scary.
It's happening so often. The Better Business Bureau put out a warning nationwide. It says clearly, don't ask your smart device to look up a phone number because it may accidentally point you to a scam.
Scammers are purchasing phone numbers and ads and having them placed at the top of search results.
Basically, scammers are paying to make sure their phone number pops up first. Driscoll says they're hitting several industries, including tech companies and airlines. That's what happened to this South Fayette man.
He was leading to asking me for my credit card information, and that's when I stopped.
He became suspicious on a call to what he thought was American Airlines when the person on the line started asking him about credit card numbers.
Yeah, it was pretty easy for him. I gave him just enough information. I kind of picked up on something that was just not right, so it just wasn't right.
The bottom line, look up the number yourself on the company's website and then take a few seconds to make sure it's right.
I feel relatively safe and aware. I don't know how folks like my parents or even younger kids can navigate these things safely. I think we need to do a better job at educating and making technology safer.
Rick Earl, Channel 11.
The Better Business Bureau also says always make payments with credit cards because it's easier to dispute it compared to using a debit card.
A critical road is sinking, and neighbors say it's putting them in danger. What happened nearby that they think is causing the road to collapse?
We'll go into detail about those travel impacts for your evening commute. Plus, I've got a closer look at your Wednesday forecast when we come back.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI. Now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
A road is sinking in Etna. A neighbor contacted Channel 11 about the problem on Snyder Street. He says the road is starting to sink after nearby Katanning Street was paved. Channel 11's Renee Wallace went in for a closer look and spoke with the neighbor about more problems popping up near his home.
The only way for anybody to get in or out.
Frank Miller gets a sinking feeling every time he stands on Snyder Street in Etna, the one and only way to get to his house. When did this start?
A year ago.
Frank told Channel 11 problems began months ago after a paving project up on nearby Katanning Street.
When they paved it, they directed all the water over on this side.
That runoff, Frank said, has caused Snyder Street, which is the only road into his entire neighborhood, to start to collapse. He showed us how it appears to have already sunk several inches.
The road was up to here. Now it's sinking down. It's almost a foot. It's tough.
Frank said delivery drivers, he said they don't know how much longer they can chance that road. According to Frank, this road isn't the only problem. Let me spin you around and show you what's happening at the top here. Clearly you can see the hillside is giving way. And check out this set of stairs. It looks like funhouse steps. And at the bottom here lives a family with a little boy. I think it's just a matter of time till you can't get ambulance service in here or police or...
Right. If you have a fire up there, forget it.
I'm Renee Wallace for Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
All right, we are taking a look at some of those weather pictures that are coming in from you guys at home. This one from Brianna, and I love this picture because it just shows kind of a Christmas scene because of the plant that she has there and the snow right over top of it. Really just beautiful. Beautiful pictures. I love it. And thanks to all of you guys, by the way, who have been sending in your pictures all afternoon long. You can always send us your pictures by using the hashtag WPXIStorm. Taking a live look outside right now, we have 28 degrees and a wind chill of 15 and an overcast sky. We have been tracking a couple of heavier snow bands moving into the Pittsburgh area. A few moments ago when I showed you this, you really couldn't even see downtown because of a heavier snow burst that was moving through. Storm tracker Doppler 11 radar right now showing those snow showers continuing to move in from the northwest. Not quite as much snow occurring down to our south. Lake-enhanced snow showers more prominent here across the northern counties as well. You can see here across Lawrence County right now we've got some heavier snow band setting up, and that's going to continue to drift down toward the southeast. Also, some heavier snow bands here just north of Pittsburgh through northern Allegheny County. Those will continue to push toward the southeast with time. Visibility is at 7 miles in Pittsburgh, and where you're seeing some of those white colors, that's where it is more dense, so the visibility is lower. Typically, we show you this when there's fog as well, so that would be indicating more dense or very limited visibility up across Lawrence County in that heavy snow shower, and a 2-mile visibility in the Greensburg area right now. So visibility will be reduced, of course, in those heavier snow bands, and I do expect that to be one of the bigger impacts for the afternoon. And if you're out and about, perhaps you have that afternoon, evening commute that you got to go out in the snow. Well, the snowy road impact is in the low category, and that is because we haven't had any major issues with the roads because they've been pre-treated, but you may run into some side streets, neighborhood streets. If they're not treated, they could be slick in spots, so do be advised of that for the commute home. Temperatures right now are in the upper 20s. It's 28 in Pittsburgh. We're going to hold near steady for much of the afternoon, and then those temperatures will fall as the sun goes down. Winds are gusting to 22 miles per hour in Beaver right now, 21 in Washington, and those winds will begin to let up as we head past the evening hours. So we're talking past 7 and 8. It looks like the winds begin to lighten up a little bit. Storm tracker will show you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We're still going to be detecting those snow showers and those lake-enhanced snow bands where it could be coming down heavy in intensity for the late afternoon commute. Not quite as much snow well down to the south. I'm anticipating the area getting in on the potential for an additional ½ an inch to about an inch of snow, unless you're in the ridges or across Lawrence County, where we could see a little bit higher than that because of where the enhancement is of the snowfall. Here's 8 p.m. still dealing with some snow showers beginning to taper off closer to the 11 o'clock hour tonight, and overnight tonight into tomorrow we will dry things out, and we're looking at really cold weather for Wednesday morning, by the way. Tonight, these temperatures will be falling, as I mentioned, once the sun sets, and we're looking at overnight lows down in the teens, and the wind chills are going to be in the teens as well through the rest of the day today, and by tomorrow morning, some single-digit wind chills. The air temperature for your Wednesday is 30 degrees, but boy, will it be a cold start. You'll need to layer up. The record low, by the way, is 13 from the year 1911. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, near 40 degrees. The weekend is looking pretty good. Mostly sunny Sunday. That looks like the better of the two, just because it's a touch warmer at 46.
Pittsburgh's first competitive ice curling rink will open at the end of the month. According to our partners at the Trib, Sliders Curling will be opening in Millvale, right next to Lumberjacks's. If you want to play, you really don't need any special shoes or equipment. Competitors will use rubber mats rather than walking on and sweeping the ice.
Check that out. A dog lost at a highway. The rescue was caught on camera.
First thing that hit our mind was, oh my God, it's a dog on the side of the road in the middle of traffic.
20 drivers stopped to save the dog. The team effort coming up next.
Hey Pittsburgh, I'm Lisa Robertson, and I'm going to be sharing the best gifts for the holidays right here on WPXI. You will not want to miss it. So just text WPXI to 65,000 right now. See you soon.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
A dog got loose on a highway in Houston.
And 20 drivers stopped their cars to save him.
First thing that hit our mind was, oh my God, it's a dog on the side of the road in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, that driver was headed home Sunday night on the Beltway in Houston when he spotted a dog running full speed down the highway. Everyone was on the same page. Other drivers slowed down and put on their flashers. They all knew they had to save the dog. He got loosed from its owner, who was in an accident further down the freeway.
We tried to call the dog. Of course, you've seen the video of me trying to get him to come over, and he didn't have any interest. I'm sure he was terrified.
Well, finally, several people surrounded the pup.
Yeah, and someone grabbed his leash, getting him to safety. The dog's paws were cut up, but he was okay. As for the owner, He was relieved to be reunited with his dog after a heart-stopping chase. That's going to do it for us at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.